Domestic violence. Its dangers are deadly, but often its victims suffer in silence, whether being too scared to reach out for help or sometimes not fully consciously understanding that what's happening inside the walls of their own home is not okay. Phoebe's Home with Twin City Mission is a place where people suffering from domestic abuse right here in town can go for help. That's why today we're talking about a fundraiser for Phoebe's Home on A&M's campus. Jackie Brem from Phi Beta Chi is here to talk about this fundraiser. It is their fundraiser. And we have Emily Smith here. She's the legal advocate for Twin City Mission's Domestic Violence Services. These two ladies are joining us to talk about why we're raising funds for this cause and where these funds go, why they are so necessary. So Jackie, first, tell us about this fundraiser you have coming up at the end of the month. It's so important.
Indeed. We will be hosting the event for Phoebe's Home on October 31st from 12 to 5 p.m. at Rudder Plaza. We have students coming in to set up game booths, free stuff booths, food, and all that starts at 12 p.m. and we expect people to come out by 1 and have a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So you've got some great fun ways to raise a little bit of money because you do want to give back to Phoebe's Home. But why is it important why did your group choose this specific cause to try to work for?
Well, Phi Beta Chi is a social sorority that places a lot of stock in philanthropy. We aim to be very involved in our community because it's very important to us. So when we noticed that Phoebe's Home was in need of some items and just donations in general, we thought, oh, hey, here's an opportunity. We can jump in and really make an impact very close to our home.
Absolutely. All right, helping out. Emily Smith here from Twin City Mission with Phoebe's Home. It's kind of a all together there. When you hear about fundraisers like what Phi Beta Chi is doing, what does it do to know that your community is supporting Phoebe's Home in this way?
It's so appreciated. Domestic violence is very not spoken, so raising awareness is just amazing, and the fact that somebody's willing to take their time and raise donations for us is awesome.
Hey, absolutely, what you can get. When we talk about how domestic violence is not something that is particularly spoken of, that includes by the victims, the sufferers of domestic violence. It can be often very tough for them to speak out. What would you want to say to someone who is perhaps suffering from domestic violence in their own home and is scared to come forward?
Okay. Help is out there.
Right.
We are here. Twin City Mission's Domestic Violence Services. You can reach us at our phone number. It's 979-775-2255. You can call and speak with me directly or my coworker Kaylee. We would love to help you and get you connected with our services.
Absolutely, and we'll put all that information for you on kbtx.com. Emily, what are some questions that someone can do a little soul searching? Questions that a person can ask themselves to try to determine if they are in a healthy relationship. Do you have any tips there? That's a tough one, I know, because it's not something that is necessarily spoken about or anything that you may be able to see in a loved one that would suggest an unhealthy relationship.
The obvious signs, of course, would be yelling, physical abuse. That's not okay. Emotional abuse is another big one that we see a lot, and people don't realize that they're being abused with that, and it is abuse.
Right. And that's, so folks are scared to come forward because they may not know what happens next. But Phoebe's Home, you yourself are a legal advocate, so really Phoebe's Home helping to take you every step of the way through this journey?
We are there for you every step of the way.
I want to thank Phi Beta Chi for what you're doing to raise a little bit of money. Let's remind folks where this festival is, how they can get out and help. You're calling it Phoebe's Festival, correct?
Absolutely. It's called Phoebe's Festival. It's going to be held at Texas A&M's Rudder Plaza, right between Rudder Tower and the MSC. It's on October 31st, Halloween. So come join us for some Halloween fun. From 12 to 5 p.m. We'll be there all day, just having games, food, free stuff, and ultimately all the proceeds are going to Phoebe's Home for a lot of great donations and things that they need.
Certainly. What are those donations? I mean, what items is Phoebe's Home in need of?
A lot of the most frequently needed items that we have are clothing for women. You can take those to our Second Chance store because we take our residents there free of charge to shop for anything they need. Diapers, baby wipes, shampoo, conditioners, toothbrush, just necessities that people don't always think.
Yeah, absolutely. And the things that you don't necessarily maybe think to take from your home when you're leaving a bad situation like that. Such important work that you're doing. Phoebe's Festival, we're looking forward to it on October 31st. Emily, Jackie, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, stick with us. We have more First News at 4 coming up right after the break.